To the National Labour Commission, it received a petition from UTAG on its intended strike and asked the Employment and Labour Relations Ministry to resolve the matter, which it failed.
When it comes to settlement on Thursday, who are coming is a leadership. There's a maximum of about 5. And these 5 could be negotiating with the minister, the ministry, and appearing before the commission, whilst the rest of the lecturers all over Ghana continue to teach. Is that right? Yes, so we could have it that way, where work can go on alongside negotiation. But to, go on strike, lay down your tools whilst negotiations are still going on, it's a bit problematic. So my simple advice to them is that they should consider, you see, at the moment, any form of stoppage, right, in lecturing, marking of examination papers, conducting examinations, and all these related matters will disrupt the academic calendar, right? The COVID has done enough harm to the academic calendar already.
The NLC says it is confident by Thursday the grievances of the UTAG and the Senior Staff Association of Public Universities would be resolved.
And already, UTAG says public universities would have to be closed down if their demands are not met after some 21 working days of a strike. The lecturers have already begun the strike over what they describe as poor conditions of service. Evelyn Tingma was at the University of Ghana campus at Legon and our reports.
President of the University Teachers Association, University of Ghana branch, Dr. Samuel Nkuban, said their basic and market premiums have depreciated over the years and attempts to negotiate from 2018 have not yielded any positive results.
Moving from 2008 down to now, what also happened was the implementation of the single spine pay policy. And in 2012, to bridge the gap in terms of the difference between the CD and the dollar, we're given an entry market premium of 114% of basic salary. And so that 114% of basic salary, in addition to the base pay of $1,500, put a lecturer's entry point at $2,084 payable in CD equivalent.
He said government's posture does not suggest it is ready to address their concerns. The reason they have withdrawn all teaching-related activities, including setting exams, invigilating, marking and processing examination papers. Administrative activities, research and extension services, however, are ongoing.
The 114% of basic salary that we were getting in 2012 got frozen, and so it remained constant until today. And if you were to do the actuarial analysis, the understanding is that now we are at 54% of basic salary as market premium rather than 114%. Now, if you were to put together the market premium which we had in 2012 as plus the base pay of $1,500 that we had in 2012, which gave us $2,084 payable in CD equivalent, today we are at $997.
Dr. Nkuban says the university's management will not hesitate to close down all public universities if government fails to address their concerns.
Not to offer us anything, but to say that the request is huge, and where do we expect the money to come from to pay, it's kind of, it slights our feelings. General membership is unhappy about it. If it takes 21 working days without any resolution, the implication is that we would have to close down the institutions.
Here at the University of Ghana, revision actually started today, Monday, and exam supposed to start on the 7th of this month. Now, currently we have only the level 100s and 400s on campus. And what that means is that they will have to write their exams, go home for the level 200s and 300s to also come in. But from the look of things, if the lecturers' demands are not met, that definitely will disrupt the academic calendar. Some students expressed worry over the development.
Any decision that they take affects us. Like maybe they can decide not to let us write the exams and go home. And it's not possible because we have to be assessed.
We don't even know if we are still going to write our exams because we still want to graduate and then this is still going on. So I actually don't know.
Final exams, if you don't write it, you can't graduate. That means we'll just be marking time in the school, you see. So it's very essential that the government meets their needs.
It has been a battered academic calendar due to COVID-19 and its related challenges, and any further disruption would be dire for the students. Evelyn Tenkma, TV3 News, Accra.
And in the Ashanti region, students of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in Kumasi were disappointed when their lecturers failed to show up to enable them begin their practical exams. My colleague Ibrahim Abubakar has come through with this report.
The faculty area of KNUST was unusually quiet Monday morning. The usual buzzing and convergence of students in groups to interact and study here was absent. An industrial action by UTAG and Senior Staff Association has brought all academic activities to a halt. Not even students' practical examination, which was scheduled to commence today, was spared.
I had a paper this morning, but then upon coming, we realized that the labs were locked. No lecturer was in. So upon speaking to our HOD, he told us that we should go and come tomorrow, or the dates will be communicated to us maybe some other time, so we should just leave. It's really frustrating, honestly, because learning the whole night and coming here to realize that first have been cancelled, it's really frustrating. So the government should please do something about it for us.
It has really affected our papers because most of us, the course that we are doing is very tedious. For my course like this, herbal medicine, and how the timetable came about, we were highly prepared for this morning's paper, but to our ultimate surprise, we came in, the lecturers were not in. And to me like this, per my performance, I want to really write the paper this morning, and seeing that it didn't come off, I'm sure it will be piling up for us, and that will affect most of us, our results.
The absence of lecturers on campus compelled some students to study in groups ahead of the end of semester examination next week. Management of the university is worried the strike could disrupt the academic calendar if not resolved.
We were hoping to finish examination by third week of August, and then by the end of August, the students are supposed to be making their way home for a vacation. However, now the way things are, we don't know when we will be able to finish or bring the semester to an end. We want to plead with government and all the stakeholders to quickly work to resolve this matter.
The two labor unions, UTAG and Senior Staff Association, have only agreed to resume their services if government improve their condition of service. Ibrahim Abubakar, TV3, Kumasi.
In his voice, the Deputy Employment and Labour Relations Minister, Bright Rakubrobe, says government will be meeting UTAG to resume negotiations.
The name of the game is negotiation. And so people come into negotiation and indeed for faith to be displayed. You don't come entrenched. So they may come looking for a certain amount, but even based on how government will also see it and negotiate with them, at the end of the day, there will be a truce. And I'm sure this will be the guiding issue that will prevail for them to call off their strike. They lead some group of people who are expectant of certain reliefs that they were seeking. And once they hadn't gotten that, it was difficult for leadership, to just go and tell them that, please go back to work. But indeed, declaring the strike is also one of the key things that is letting us bring them onto the table. Even though we had shown good faith, bringing them now should tell you that we are really poised for them to go back to their respective workplaces.